Hi, welcome back to Becoming Holistically Whole. My name is Christine, and I am the creator behind Becoming Holistically Whole. And I wanted to start this video off with telling you a little bit about the story behind the name, like how I chose to have the name Becoming Holistically Whole. There was a time in my life when everything kind of looked like it was going really well on the outside, but deep down inside, things I felt kind of off or not quite. I felt overwhelmed and honestly just not whole. I was showing up for other people. I was pouring into other people. I was doing all the right things, but deep down, I realized that something was missing. And so I wasn't really tending to me and taking care of me, my mind, my body, my spirit, which if you have watched any of my videos, you know that that's the biggest part of becoming holistically whole as we look at the mind, body, and spirit. So that's where my journey began. Not from a place of me trying to have it all figured out, but coming from a place of surrender. I had to begin to invite God into other areas of my life and totally let Him have all parts of my life. Not just spiritually, but mentally and physically as well. I began to realize that, healing isn't just one dimensional, right? So it's not just prayer, it's not just exercise, it's not just taking care of your body. It's all of that coming together and working together. That's when, when I realized that, that's when everything started to shift for me. And I started renewing my mind by practicing meditation daily. I started caring for my body by making sure that I was moving it at least 30 minutes a day. I started bringing God, getting myself closer to God by making sure that I incorporated my prayer life into things, not out of an obligation, but out of intentionality. I wanted to make these changes for myself. And, over time, as I continued to be consistent and show up for myself, I started to feel whole. Not perfect, not finished, just kind of aligned. And so that's where Becoming Holistically Whole was born. It's not about arriving, it's about becoming. Again, showing up for yourself every single day and being consistent. It's the daily decisions to heal, to grow, to show up, for yourself in your mind, your body, your spirit. Because I truly believe that this, looking at the whole person, is what makes you healthy. Doing my mind by really learning how my thoughts were shaping my reality. Am I done? No, I'm still a work in progress. So as I come before you in these videos, know that I am a work in progress, and I'm doing this every day just as much as I bring this to you and ask you to do this for yourself. I started caring for my body not from outside pressure, but because I wanted to, I wanted to be a good steward of all that God has provided for me, and that includes my body, my temple that He's given me, right? And I started spending time with God and being intentional with my time with Him. I continued to deepen my relationship with Him through prayer and devotion in the morning and going to church and just spending quiet time with Him. As I'm putting all of this together, I'm starting to feel whole. Again, I'm not perfect. I'm not finished. I'm just aligned with Him. And that's the way, we should be aligned with Him. So that's where my channel was born. And again, it's not about arriving at a destination. It's about becoming. So growing and becoming. It's about the daily decisions that you make to grow and show up fully for yourself and your mind, your body, and your spirit. You cannot walk fully in your purpose if parts of you are being neglected. So maybe you're working on just your mental health, but your spiritual and your physical health you're leaving to the side. Or you're working on your spiritual health, but your physical and your mental are not where they need to be. I believe that all three of these are extremely important, and that is going to be why we focus on these three areas on this channel, is because I believe all three of those should be perfectly aligned. I want to be real with you. None of this happened overnight. Again, like I said, I'm still a work in progress, and I've been doing this for a while as I continue to show up for myself every single day. But what I can tell you is being consistent and showing up has really made a difference in my life, because it's making me draw closer to God. It's making me have a better physical body. It's making me really take a look at my own mental health, and how, again, how my mental health is shaping my reality. There are days I felt stuck, days I felt back into my old patterns of behavior. There are still days that happen like that. But you know what? I just turn around and I don't just throw my hands up in the air and give up. I turn around and I get right back into it. You know, the next hour, the next minute, the next, moment. I just make that decision that I'm just going to go ahead and get back into the things that I need to do. As I showed up for myself and was consistent, my thoughts became clearer, my emotions are more regulated, and my relationship with God truly has become deeper. I want this to become a movement for the woman who's ready to just stop surviving and start becoming whole. If that's you, you're in the right place. I welcome you to join myself on this journey, and any other woman who would like to join us on this journey. So if that's you and you want to start working on this journey, hit the subscribe button so we could walk this journey together. If you're going to work on something, drop it down into the comments below. I'll walk that out with you. I can check in with you and make sure that you're walking the journey that you said you're going to. There's going to be stuck days. There's going to be days that you feel like going backwards, or that you feel like you are going backwards. But just know, keep putting one foot in front of the other. Keep making one decision every moment, every second of the day that's going to be for yourself. And eventually you're going to start to see that alignment, and you're going to become holistically whole. I'll see you in the next video.